often look strong, but sometimes I don't even know who I am, except when I'm alone. Asterisk to Eun Woo, who says a star like Eun Woo never cries, who said that a perfect face, a well-built body, and a gentle smile never hide anything. That night, in an exclusive interview that was initially thought to be just a promotion, the camera captured something deeper, something that wasn't even in the script, wasn't orchestrated by the management, and wasn't expected by anyone. Eun Woo's tears were slowly falling just as he was being asked the simplest yet sharpest question. Who are you? Eun Woo SSI, when the camera isn't looking at you. That question stops time. The atmosphere of the studio, which was initially boisterous by the lights and the crew, was suddenly silent. Only his breathing was slowly heavy, as if trying to swallow something he had held for so long, the feeling of tightness from taking so long to be perfect. And that's where the first tears came that left fans all over the world speechless. Asterisk to the world, Eun Woo is the definition of a visual god. He is a face genius, idol as well as an actor who is almost impossible to find flaws in himself. Snow-white skin, warm gaze, polite speech, and extraordinary intelligence. But who would have thought that, behind all this, there is a figure who every night talks to himself in loneliness? In the interview, Eun Woo said quietly, almost like a whisper, "Sometimes I don't even know if people like me, or just the version of me they see on screen." The speech pierced the hearts of millions of Aroha and the audience who heard it, because for the first time, Eun Woo opens the small door of her personal space, the space where she puts all her fears, doubts, and wounds that she has never shown in front of anyone. And a clip of the video that has now gone viral on the Korean platform. Eun Woo is seen staring blankly for a moment before sighing deeply. He looked down, then rubbed his cheeks slowly with the back of his hand, as if he didn't want anyone to see that his eyes were starting to turn red. "I know a lot of people see me as the perfect person, but I'm also human. I once felt lost myself." The soft voice trembled, and in that silence everyone in the studio looked down, not knowing what to say. According to the staff present that night, after the interview ended, Eun Woo sat alone in the corner of the dressing room without saying much. He just stared into the mirror for a long, very long time, before finally smiling faintly and saying, "I hope they get to know the real Eun Woo, not just the name on the screen." When the video of the interview was finally released by a Korean television station, a wave of emotion instantly engulfed Aroha's fandom and the entire international K-pop fanbase. The hashtags #CheonWooTears and #WhoIsCheonWoo are trending on Twitter, Weverse, and Naver. Fans wrote thousands of comments full of emotion. "He always seemed strong, but tonight I realized he was just as fragile as we are." Eun Woo is not just a visual. He's a human being with a very deep heart. I cried seeing her tears. She deserves to be loved not for being perfect, but for being honest. Within 24 hours, the 2-minute clip had been viewed over 30 million times across multiple platforms, and even major media such as Dispatch, Soompi, and Koreaboo wrote articles specifically discussing Eun Woo's hidden tears. But the most thrilling part was the honest confession Eun Woo made in the middle of the interview. A simple sentence that has now become the most famous quote in fandom. "I am someone who is still learning to be me." To understand why those tears mean so much, we need to go back to the beginning of Eun Woo's journey. Since his debut with ASTRO, he is known as a trainee who never complains, always comes the earliest and comes home the last. Everyone saw him disciplined, ambitious, and perfect. However, behind all that, a friend of the group once told me, Eun Woo often sits alone in the rehearsal room after everyone gets home. Sometimes he just looks at the floor and is silent. No one knew what he was thinking at the time, probably fatigue, perhaps doubts. Or maybe it's the fear of failing in the midst of such high expectations, he himself once alluded to in an old interview. "I'm often asked, am I here because I'm really talented, or just because of my face?" That sentence was like a time bomb that finally exploded in the moment of his latest interview, when he finally dared to confess that he had once felt unworthy of being himself. When the host again asked, "Then who is the real Eun Woo?" Eun Woo was silent for a few seconds. He gazed ahead, staring at the camera as if speaking directly to everyone who had ever loved him, adored him, and judged him. Then in a quiet but deep voice he said, The real Eun Woo is not a star, not an actor, not an idol. He is just a child who wants to make others happy, but often forgets how to make himself happy. And in that second, the sound in the studio completely disappeared. Some of the crew looked down, even the host was holding back tears. Eun Woo continues with a faint smile full of wounds. I don't always want to look perfect. I want people to know that I'm human too. I could be wrong, I could be sad, I could be scared. But I still want to be honest. Those words shook millions of hearts, because in the midst of an entertainment world full of imagery, Eun Woo finally chose to show his most vulnerable side, the most human side for a Roha, which made me really excited. Once the official interview was over, the studio lights slowly dimmed. The crew's usually mild-sounding laughter suddenly vanished. Everyone knows they've just witnessed something very personal, perhaps even too honest for the glittering world of entertainment. Eun Woo remained seated in his chair for a few minutes, silent without speaking. His eyes were still a little wet, and his hands grasped the water bottle as if it was the only thing that could keep him calm. One of the staff approached with a tissue, but Eun Woo just smiled and shook his head slowly. It's okay. I just need a minute. The smile looked the same as always, gentle and polite, but this time there was something different. There is a honesty that permeates all layers of the perfect image she has been wearing. When all the crew left the room, there was only the soft sound of music streaming from the monitor. Eun Woo stood up, walked towards the large mirror in the dressing room, then looked at her own reflection. You've done your best, he said quietly to himself, almost like a prayer. Maybe people will judge, but at least this time I'm honest. Some of the staff who saw the moment said that Eun Woo cried in silence for almost 5 minutes. No hysteria, no loud crying. Only tears fall slowly, sincerely, and calmly, like someone who has finally let go of a burden of years that he never spoke. The next day, the K-pop world completely stopped for a moment. The video of the interview was uploaded to the official channel of the TV station and instantly became trending #1 on YouTube Korea for 48 hours in a row. Large media write special articles ***. The moment Eun Woo showed his soul. Koreaboo ***, visual idol breaks down. A raw and honest Eun Woo touches fans dispatch ***, not just a genius face. The human behind the star Naver Entertainment on Twitter. The hashtags #Who is Eun Woo and #Tears of Eun Woo became global topics. Fans from all over the world wrote their heartfelt messages. Speech balloon. I always thought she was perfect, but tonight I fell in love with her fragile side. Speech balloon. He doesn't have to be strong every time. We will love him even when he is weak. Speech balloon. Eun Woo, you are not alone. You're human, and it's beautiful. Even some of the other idols were supportive. A member of ASTRO who is known to be close to him wrote on Instagram story, "Brother, you are brave. I know it's not easy to say that in front of the world, but that's why I'm proud of you." While a senior singer wrote, "It takes incredible strength to look weak in front of the camera. Eun Woo just showed true courage." A few days after the viral interview, Eun Woo wrote a long message on the fan communication platform. The message was simple but felt like a gentle hug from someone who could finally breathe a sigh of relief after a long period of restraint. "Hello, this is Eun Woo. I didn't know how to express my feelings since the interview aired. Honestly, I was scared. I'm afraid you'll see me differently once you know that I'm fragile too. But when I read your message, I cried again. Not because it was sad, but because for the first time I felt fully accepted." He continued, "You always call me a star, but even stars can dim. And when I feel like I'm missing the light, you come and make me shine again. So thank you for always looking at me, not just my face but my heart as well." The message made a Roha around the world shed tears.